Shani. Geralt entered the Oxenfurt sewers, expecting to hunt down a hideous monster. So you can imagine his surprise when down one of those dank, slimy corridors, he ran into Shani, an old and dear friend. Geralt and I had first met this extraordinary young woman years earlier, when she was just a cultish co-ed. But by this time, she had grown into a dignified doctor and a fearless field medic for the Redanian army. This latter role had led her and a unit of soldier escorts to descend into the sewers. Their goal was to gather a sample of the venom spewed by the monstrosity squatting there. Geralt, a gentleman through and through, agreed to help her in her task. At times, fate composes tales so shocking no poet would dare put his name to them, for fear his public would mock them as overly outlandish. Such was the case when Geralt and the ghost of Vladimir von Everec shared a body for an evening and accompanied Shani to the wedding of Aldona, her friend from the academy. Some might have let this unusual escort interfere with their enjoyment of the evening, but not Shani. Looking around at the tasteful wedding decorations, smelling the rich odor of berry-laden rowan, a plant near and dear to her heart, one which summoned up fond childhood memories, Shani felt the heedless abandon of her younger years return and, overjoyed, threw herself into the thick of the festivities. One thing is certain, Shani was not bored by the company of Vladimir von Everec, who showered her with professions of burning desire and swept her off her feet with his maniacal energy. Yet when the hour came for him to return to the netherworld, she breathed a sigh of relief, for now she could spend some time alone with Geralt, who was much more sensitive and predictable, though Vlad would probably just call him boring. A pleasantly begun evening blossomed into a night of rapture, then settled into a golden dawn on the shores of a lake, serenaded by nature's first awakening murmurs. Though Shani seemed delighted by this course of events, the morning air had put her in a reflexive mood. She parted ways with Geralt, explaining she had to think through what had just happened. Fate decreed Shani would not linger long in her hometown of Oxenfurt. For as long as the war lasted, she was the Redanian armies to command, and her commander had decided to send her to Kedwin, the conflict's eastern front. Before setting off, she managed to inform Geralt about a certain Professor Shakeslock, who might be able to help with Gondro Dim. Geralt thanked his friend, and they parted ways, hoping they would meet again, later, or, quite preferably, sooner.